I think some folks have joined, so go ahead and get started. If you could just take a moment to find your seat, create your foundation. We'll stack the vertebra like a string of pearls, creating space. Just taking this time to connect into source. Visualize some energy in the third eye, draw it down through the spine, all the way down into the center of the earth. And then we'll bring that energy up. It's a platinum, silvery, white energy. We'll draw it up. All the way up through the spine. Again through the third eye, out the crown of the head, and take that ball of energy as high up into the heavens as you can imagine, into the source of what you consider creation. And keeping awareness of that line of energy, this beautiful platinum, shimmery, shiny energy. Draw your awareness to your breath. Notice how your breath moves your body from the inside out. Expand your breath 360 degrees into your vessel. Now maintaining awareness of that line of light energy as well as your breath. Draw your awareness to your pulse by drawing your index finger and your thumb together. And feel the energy and the pulse that you are, while simultaneously being aware of your breath, aware of your body being moved by your breath, and simultaneously aware of that line of energy that anchors you down into the center of the earth and back up again into the center of the heavens. Simultaneously aware of multiple realities, multiple things going on at the same time. We'll be here for 3 full breaths. End of that last exhale, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Sealing our intention and our prayer. This evening I invite you to fully embody your multifaceted, multidimensional self, right? You're so capable, so powerful. You can be aware of multiple things coexisting, happening at once. Stepping into the fullness of your expression on this planet, the fullness of your awareness, the fullness of your consciousness. Let's take a big breath in, open up the eyes, let the light in. Any movement you want to do, a gentle release. And then we'll go ahead and come onto our hands and knees. Take some time, set your foundation, really fan the fingers quite wide, and begin to grip into the mat as if you're a tiger and you're going to find a paw here. Knees are underneath the hips. Let's just take some time and open up laterally and then dome the back, breathing in. Exhale off to the left, inhale off to the right, up, and exhale off to the left. Change direction, just opening up through the rib cage and come back through to center, shaking out the neck, shaking out the spine. Go ahead, flip the toes, hug the inner heels together. We're gonna lift up the knees off the floor just about an inch. Find ease in the neck, jaw is soft and easy. A big full breath in, lift the tailbone, melt the heart. And exhale, dome the spine, press the earth away. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, articulating through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Knees stay lifted. Exhale. And breathing in one more of these. Such a good time. Exhale. Let it come back through neutral. Release your knees. Flip the toes. Let's open up the knees if you'd like and nestle the hips back in between the legs towards the heels. 3 breaths here. Child's pose is a wonderful opportunity to bring your awareness into your back body. Any prone position, we can shift our awareness into the back body, out of the front body, out of the ego, into the universal. One more breath. Go ahead and reach your fingers and your arms out, please, and take a moment so all 10 fingers are really plugging into the mat. Hike your scapula up on top of your spine, essentially. So if this is the bone of the scapula and this is the ribs, you can really feel it slide on top of the back. So we're protecting the shoulder girdle in this way. Remember what this feels like. All the muscles retracting and pulling back into the base of the heart, the back of the heart. We'll keep that and draw the body back up. Go ahead and flip the toes. Bring your hips on top of your heels. Retract the shoulders up, back, and down. And then we're going to go ahead and just bend at the elbows, flexing through the wrists. Again, slide and ride your scapula up and down. Kind of nestle them right on top of the ribs here. This is protected. This is protecting the shoulder girdle. It's protecting the rotator cuff, those 4 muscles that secure the shoulders. We're in this shape a lot in our arms, especially chaturanga. So remember what this feels like. Wrists are right underneath in the same plane as the elbows. Remember what that feels like. Okay, big breath in. We'll return back through tabletop. Find that without bending the elbows. And then go ahead and extend the left leg, extend the right. Big breath in. Now exhale, lower through chaturanga, hover. Inhale, exhale, press away. Keep that retraction in the scapula. Big full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, hover. Retract the scapula. Exhale, press back up. Use your breath 3 more times. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 more times. Maybe you bring the knees down. Keeping the shoulders and the hips in the same plane. The belly's engaged. Scapula reach back. And now we're done. We're going to keep the knees a little closer together this time. Maybe create that little pillow with the forearms and just rock back side to side if it's okay and safe on the knees. Breathe in, reach our arms up, shift the hips off to the right, and then the arms up and over to the left. It can feel good to play around with this left arm. Open up through the neck, what feels good. Honoring the totality and the wholeness of you. We'll breathe in, shift shoulders and hips back through neutral. And then we'll exhale, rocking the hips off to the left, arms up and over to the right. Take some time, retract and draw your left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Maybe play around with the right arm. Does it want to bind? Just lubricating the joints. One more breath here. And we'll allow the inhale to draw the body forward, make a little pillow, 2 breaths, child's pose. Breathing in, let's rock back into tabletop and shift the forearms down. So find that same action that we found in this shape, find it with the forearms down, and the palms can be up or down, your choice. So a good stance for the forearms is to draw one of the hands into the crook of the other elbow. You're gonna glue your elbows right there, okay? Release the hand, retract the scapula, down and back. Somehow I knew that was gonna happen today. Engage through the belly, and we'll go ahead and extend through the legs. So we're in a nice little forearm plank, low belly's engaged. That same action when we were in our little bear crawl is happening now. Engage through the quadriceps. We're going to start to pulse the heels back for 10, 9, 8, 7. We can count, right? Maybe you bend the knees and shift back and hover. Breathing here, engage through the low belly. Receive your breath. Retract the scapula back, find connection. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release the knees. Open up the chest here for a little Tadasana, little puppy pose. You'll release the chin down to the earth. Forearms can be forward, or you can bring the crook of the hand into the opposite elbow if the shoulders feel particularly tight. Three breaths more. Allow this shape to release and melt any tension you may have accumulated. And we'll draw the body back and up to tabletop. Shake out the head, retract the scapula, shift one leg back, then the other, finding plank. Receive your breath, bend the knees, lift the tailbone, shift back, downward facing dog. Take some time, bend the knees, walk in place. Melting through the chest, continue to grip the earth, grip your mat. Shifting the scapula onto the ribs, lift the heels high. We will exhale and tiptoe our feet forward. Shift the weight way into the fingers, play around with lifting up the heels, lifting up the toes. And then exhale, let it go, release. Any movement you'd like to give, if you want to bend the knees, walk it out. Shaking out the head. We'll keep a nice bend in the knees, isometrically pull the feet together. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, half lift, retract the scapula, elbows in, hips press down with the palms, rise tall. Big breath in, reach up. Look up. Exhale, press through the air, palms to the heart center. Breathe, connect to your pulse. Connect to the totality of your experience. How much can you be aware of simultaneously? Holding that balanced point. Receive your breath. Exhale, release the palms down. Inhale, rise tall through the fingers, look up. Exhale, strong legs help you shift down. Half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, release. We'll bend the knees, inhale, half lift. Go ahead and step back on the right foot. Right knees down. We're just gonna find a shift softly front to back. Mindful of that back knee here. Making sure that we don't rock back and forth on the patella. Just inviting in a little bit of opening. Big breath in, reach up through the fingers, shoulders up and back, drawing the arms up, and engage through Mula Bandha. Lifting up the low belly muscles. Receive your breath in, and exhale, shift over, extend the left leg, flexing the toes. Little internal, external rotation in that left leg. And we'll breathe in, lifting up off of the right knee. Now take a moment to square off the hips. Really find strength in that left glute muscle. Draw the femur bone back. Breathing in, both arms rise. Inhale, exhale, right foot forward, Utkatasana. Keep drawing the knees in towards each other. Now, allow the scapula to walk back, what we've been exploring for a while now. Breathe, find the stability, find your focus, find your balance point. Check in with the face. Receive your breath in, and exhale, press through the earth to rise tall, Tadasana. Stay connected to that line of energy. Stay connected to your pulse, to your breath, to your body. Breathing in, rise tall in the arms. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Breathing in, a half lift. We'll bend the knees. Exhale, step the left leg down, left knee down. And then we just open up a little bit. Shifting the hips front to back. It's up to you if you want to keep that front foot an extension or if you want to flex it back. Just play around, lubricating the hips here. And on the next breath in, we'll find our expression of Anjaneyasana. So opening up through, the fingers rise like expressions of the heart. Belly's engaged. We find ease here. Receive your breath. Exhale, shift the hips back, flexing the right toes. And really isolate that hip capsule. So sometimes we can psych ourselves out. We're just moving that foot. Draw it back into the capsule and really internally and externally rotating that hip. Drawing back and forward, inhale, we'll lift off of the left knee. Right foot draws back, left foot draws forward. Super strong glute. Breathing in, left foot forward. Powerfully awkward chair. Hug the ribs in towards each other. Connect deeply into your low belly, connect into your glutes, getting out of the hip flexors in the front of the body. Shifting the weight way back into the heels, receive your breath. And exhale, press it away. Samastiti. Connect into the totality of your being. Breathe. Retract your shoulders back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. We'll bend the knees and exhale, step, walk, float back, plank. However you want to get there. Firm tone the low belly. Slide the scapula back, lower chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Inhale, exhale, lower chaturanga. Exhale, plank. We'll do that one more time. We're going to go down so slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover. Inhale, exhale, 5. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big full breath in. Exhale, lower chaturanga. All the way down. And breathe. Deep, full belly breaths. Press your belly button into the earth. Create a tail in your legs, internally rotating your legs, lifting the belly, low belly muscles off of the floor, pressing the pubis down just a little bit. Ribs hug in. We'll bring the arms up and out like goalposts. Walk the scapula back, plug your fingertips into the earth, and then lengthen the spine and pull the chest and heart forward. Engage through the low belly. Try to relax the glutes a little bit. And we're just starting to open up, maybe shifting laterally, continually walking the scapula down the spine. Receive your breath, inhale, and exhale, lower. Palms back underneath the shoulders, underneath the elbows, retract the scapula. Inhale, Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake out the head. Let's walk in place a little bit here, opening up through the ankles. I'll receive a breath in. We'll float the left leg high. Exhale, stack the hip on top of the right. Bend into that left knee and open up. If you'd like to explore any kind of Vashisthasana variation here, now's your time. We can flip it open into wild dog. Always engaging, retracting scapula. Inhale, left leg up. Left arm down, left leg down. Shake out the head. From the low belly, inhale, rise right leg high. Exhale, stack on top of the right hip. Bend into the knee. And play around if you're choosing to find wild dog, wild thing, any variation on those side planks. Receive your breath in. Exhale, right leg down, right arm down. Child's pose. Wiggle out through the pelvis. Make a little pillow with the forearms. Deep full belly breaths. Breathing in, draw the arms forward. Shifting back plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll float the right leg high. Exhale, heel to hip. Knee to nose, rock the weight forward and step the right foot forward. Breathing in, rise tall, crescent lunge. Exhale, right arm behind you. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, left arm behind you. Inhale, left arm rises. One more twist on this side. Keep the pelvis neutral. Breathing in, breathing out. Left arm behind. And we'll inhale, windmill the arms back, right leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Back to downward facing dog. Shake out the head. Inhale, left leg rises, heel to hip, knee to nose, rock forward, left foot forward. Square off the pelvis, sweep the arms high. Breathing in, left arm back. Maybe bring the gaze back. Inhale, both arms up. Breathing out, right arm behind us. Breathing in, rise up. Breathing out, left arm behind us. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, right arm windmills down and around. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, shift back and find downward facing dog. Shake out the head. Your choice how you'd like to get your feet forward. Step walk or float the feet forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, root down to rise up, rise tall. Exhale, hands to the heart center and breathe. Full capacity, full awareness. Definitely working. Definitely alive. Breathe in, rise tall through the arms. Express your heart through your fingers. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step, walk, float back through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll inhale, float the left leg high. Connect through. Windmilling up and back. Pivot through that right foot for warrior two. Draw your feet isometrically in towards each other. Walk the scapula down the spine. Breathing in, lean forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Continue to bend into the left knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Create space between each and every rib. Breathing in, windmilling open. Breathing out, down and around. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Right leg rises, find your connection, find your breath. Be with all aspects. Pivot through the left heel, windmill, open up. Walk the scapula, slide them up and back. Root them into your heart. We're here now, so let's just check it out for a minute. Front knee is right on top of that ankle, and it's reaching to the corner edge of your mat. So check it out, is it caving in? Can you invite in some glute strength to offer that knee out to the corner edge of your mat? Breathe in, breathe out, reverse the warrior. Breathe in, breathe out, side angle. Breathe in. Breathe out all the way down and around. We'll shift the right leg back. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Shine your heart. Exhale, down dog. Shake out the head. Lifting the heels, bending the knees, step walk or float the feet. Maybe you want to drag the feet forward. Half lift, fold, release. Rising tall, root down from the pelvis through the heels to sweep the arms up and exhale. Namasté, breathe. Deep full belly breaths, full exploration, full expansion. Reconnect to source. Reconnect to self. Exhale, palms by the side. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Half lift. Bend the knees, step walk or float the feet back. And let's lower down here. So hover in your plank and then lower to forearms. All right. Bring that right forearm into alignment with the short edge of the mat. And go ahead and pivot onto the outer right foot. Maybe lift the left leg, just kind of play around with it. I want you to find your oblique muscles here. Keep retracting the shoulder back. And just find your obliques to reach the hips high. Check in with the neck. What serves you the most? What helps you know the totalness, the totality of your power? Shift back through, forearm plank. Left forearm into the parallel with the short edge of the mat. Roll off to that left outer foot. Using the oblique muscles, lift just the hips, pelvis up towards the ceiling. Can you stay as soft as possible, even though it's supporting us in that left shoulder? 3, 2, and 1. We'll shift back through forearm plank. Knees down, chest down, bakasana. Puppy pose is an option here, but I like child's pose in that moment. Full breaths, 3 of them here. Take some time to gently draw yourself back up into tabletop, through plank, through down dog. So even in down dog, the scapula are walking up and back. Neck is soft. We'll breathe in, float the feet, forward, little tiptoes. Maybe one toe at a time comes to the wrists. 1 foot. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. throat, shake out the head. Take some time and just walk both arms up and out to the left. So we're opening up that right rib cage. Shift back through, both arms up and over to the right. I'm gonna keep the pelvis pretty squared here. Breathing back through center, shake out the head, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, release. Breathing in, rise tall, bend the knees. Plant the hands. And start to find some connection, lifting the knees high up in towards the armpits. So retract the scapula down and back, shift the weight forward, shoulders beyond the wrists, maybe lift one heel in towards the hip, maybe lift the other. Maybe begin to press into the heels of the palms to extend through the arms. We can always bring the feet down one at a time. We can nestle our knees high up in towards the armpits. Shifting forward, maybe the opposite foot comes up first, then the other. For 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Shift the hips down. We'll start to widen the stance in the feet here. And just give ourselves a little bit of a break. It's been kind of some work. Scapular walking down your spine, the palms come together. One more full breath here. So to come out of this shape, we have some options. You can reach the palms forward and one knee down at a time. Or you can slowly, with control, draw the pelvis down. And we're all going to go ahead and come on down. Lie down on your backs for a moment. Couple of breaths here. Take some time and walk the scapula down your spine even here. Feeling that connection, we'll draw the elbows in and the palms will face each other. So we're already creating this mild back bend right here. There's in the thoracic spine. Neck is long. So find some connection. The heels are underneath the knees. Activate your hamstrings by isometrically pulling your feet back. And from that strength in the hamstrings, lift the hips, lift the pelvis. Relax the glutes. Relaxing the glutes as much as possible. Find the strength right here in the low belly. Continue to walk the scapula down the spine, resting them on top of the ribs. One more breath here. And exhale, release the pelvis. You can go ahead and find Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound ankle pose, bringing the soles of the feet together. And releasing the head side to side. Draw the knees back and through to center. We're going to go ahead and roll over onto your side. Any side that you'd like. I'm going to keep the legs pretty even right off of the hips. We can stay lifted up off of this forearm. You can also bring the legs out a little bit of a degree, a little bit of an angle here. Another option is to bring the head all the way down. And what I'd like you to do is just find a little lift between the floor and your ribs. So we're not collapsing in the ribs here, we're lengthening and we're lifting. We're lifting that right hip up and off of the left. Top hip up and off of the bottom hip. Lift the top leg up. Keep this firm, those oblique muscles firm. And reach it down. Lift it up, bring it back behind you, reach it down. Inhale up, reach it forward and down. Inhale up, back through center, reach it down. Stay lifted in those oblique muscles. Top leg up, bottom leg up. Stay lifted in the oblique muscles and we pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the bottom leg, release the top leg, release the pelvis, and breathe. We'll go ahead and roll over then to that right side. Forearm can be down, it's a little less challenging, so we just allow ourselves to be our fully powerful self, whether the forearm is down or not. Legs can come out a couple of degree angles. Just check in, we've got this little lift, we could fit an egg between the ribs, between the hips. Top leg lifts, and we'll bring it down. Top leg lifts, stay firm, pelvis stacked, bring it back and down, find length. Lift, through forward and down. Inhale, and bring it back. Breathing top leg up, bottom leg up. This side's harder for me. 5, 4, pulse, 2, and 1. And release and let it go. Breathe. So we're just focusing on really creating stability in the entire trunk, getting to areas that maybe we don't get into very often. Keeping that stability. Go ahead, heels are underneath the knees. Let's float the left leg up. Externally rotate, cross it at that right knee. Hug the shoulders, scapula down the spine. Elbows press into the earth. We're already in a little back bend. Now breathing in to float the hips high. Continue to press the left knee away, down in towards the floor. Check in with the neck. Cervical spine has a nice length and lift off of the floor. Receive your breath. Exhale, release the pelvis and draw that right knee in towards the chest, floating the right foot off of the floor. So no hands right now, right? It's firmed in the low belly, firmed in the obliques, fully supported in the pelvis. Receive your breath and exhale. Let's release the arms, release the legs, release the head and the neck. And the knees, find your connection, tone through the legs. You can float both hips up. Bring the right leg up, external rotation, open it out. And just find a spot, maybe it feels better on the pelvis. Just shift it down a little bit. Continue to press that right knee towards the floor, towards the earth. And then we'll exhale, release the sacrum down. Everything's connected and protected as you draw the left knee in towards the chest. Continue to press your right knee away. Flexing through the right toes. One more breath here. And exhale, release the arms, head, and legs. Big full belly breaths. Okay, so we're going to shift into urdhva dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. Similar beginnings to bridge. We'll bring the heels underneath the knees. And we'll draw our arms, our hands, fingers face your toes, place your hands by your ears. So already we're finding that connection, everything we've been exploring this evening, drawing the elbows in, walking the scapula on top of the ribs essentially. Firm through the hamstrings. Receive your breath, lift the hips. Now if it's comfortable, bring the crown of the head to the mat, widen the stance in the hands, lift up and through and back. Press through the heels of the palms and continue to walk your scapula down your spine. Okay, we can explore some here. Walking the scapula down the spine. Maybe you want to start to extend through the legs. Maybe not. Maybe you want to shift one leg up at a time towards the ceiling. Full expression, full power. What you've done to one side, go ahead and find symmetry in the next side. Release it down. Find ease in the neck. Openness in the heart. Last breath here. So to come out of this shape, go ahead and shift the head way, way back towards the heels. Release the head, release the hands, and breathe. Extend your legs if you'd like. Two more breaths. Release the head. And let's go ahead and roll over again. So, I don't have a clock right now, so we're gonna go for this. Now we're gonna go for a little forearm prep, pincha mayurasana prep. Okay. So coming on into the forearm shape. We're here. We can interlace the fingers, kind of cock the wrist up so that we're firm. We can choose to parallel the forearms and keep the palms down. We can even just bring the knife edge of the pinky fingers down into the floor, whatever we want to do, okay? We're going to lift the hips. Now stay firm. Everything we've been exploring tonight, go ahead and exhale and shift down into this little forearm plank. Receive your breath, lift the heart. Exhale, shift down. Inhale, receive the heart. Exhale. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, start to walk the feet in towards the hands. And we can bend one knee and float the other leg up. Find the line of energy from the center of the belly out through that top inner heel, maybe little ankle rotations here. And exhale, release that left leg down. Stay in your forearms. Inhale, rise that opposite leg up, little circle rotations in the heels. Maybe you want to bend that knee and just start to float a little bit. We'll float that top leg down, release the knees, and child's pose. Deep full belly breaths. One more breath. And then go ahead, come on up out of your child's pose. And I'd like to give us an opportunity to explore that same forearm balance, pincha mayurasana, on the wall, kind of like we did with handstand last week. So please go ahead and draw your mat, short edge to the wall. Find that connection in your forearms. It's essentially just this. All we've done is gone from this to this. We'll do a little demonstration. We'll lift the hips, lift the knees, step forward into the feet, bend one knee, lift the other up. Receive a breath in to start to float that other leg up. Press the earth away. Allow the inhale to rise that leg tall. Find connection into your low belly. Looking down. One more breath. And go ahead, exhale, slowly release. And find bakasana. One more breath. And we'll go ahead and try that one more time, this time incorporating the back bend. So shifting the legs from straight to a little scorpion tail. And we can use the wall to help us do that. So I'll do a little demonstration as well. Again. Bend one knee in through and begin to press the earth away through the forearms. Shifting one foot down the wall, shifting the other foot down the wall, and finding the back bend. One more try. Go ahead, release the arms. Release yourself down into bakasana, child's pose. I think that is enough for tonight. So we're going to find legs up a wall shape, which I love very much. So we'll bring the right hip down. We're going to extend the right arm long ways on the mat. Hips are as close to the crease of the wall and the floor as possible. And then we shift the legs on up. We can explore some here. We can begin to extend the legs out. Draw the heels in. We'll be here for a while. Allow yourself to be comfortable. To be whole. To be complete. Fully connected. To your source, to your power. Allow your breath to move you one wave at a time. Tapping into that silvery, shimmery light that roots you into the center of the earth. Draw that energy up the spine. Out the crown of the head. up into the center of the cosmos. Gently begin to draw your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Notice how your breath moves your body from the inside out. And take some time. The legs are wide, gently draw them in towards the midline and softly into your knees. Check in with which side your body would like to roll over onto, and on your breath out, go ahead and roll over onto that side, whether it's left or right. Pause and be with yourself in this in-between space. This middle point where you see all very clearly, aware of multiple things, multiple realities at once. And keeping the legs very soft, take some time and press your palms into the earth to press yourself up halfway, and then turn into a comfortable seat. To another level of awareness, another level of wakefulness. Bring the hands to the heart center. Connect into the heart, into the light of your heart. Feel its connection again to the center of the earth and up into the highest point of the heavens. Rooted into this moment, this here and now, and honoring the fullness of your experience, the fullness of your being, the totality of you. Thank you for your presence. Namaste.